I posted a video on what UFOs are, and I'm just really, really surprised. Well, not really surprised, it's just so typical of the responses from people that are really flogging a lot of UFO information these days. Haven't you kind of noticed that UFO is starting to be a lot more attention? It's grabbing our focus, it's grabbing our interest. We're so like prepared to see the full story. I'm about to watch a documentary on the day before for disclosure. And if you know the game that's being played out, then it is so obvious if you see what's really going on. And yeah, you're going to have a lot of these experts that are going to be on this documentary telling me all these real things that really did happen. And that's the point. Is yes, every single thing that everybody's experienced is real. They are real. I am not denying that you've seen some really wild experience, that you have been abducted. I know that. Somebody abducted you. There's technology out there that you can't explain because you can't explain it. It seems like it's out of this world. It seems so much bigger and so much more powerful than us. But let's use a little common sense. Why is it a secret? If something is this powerful, why didn't they come on the planet a long time ago? If they're claiming that they could have helped us, well, they were starving in Africa for years. How come nobody helped us then? How come they're only going to help us before we're about to see the destruction of the whole friggin' planet? Couldn't they see this coming? Couldn't they come down and help us? If they had all of this really great technology, then why didn't they come down and help us with it? If they have so much more intelligent life than us, then how come they weren't intelligent enough to communicate with us? Why did they have to be a secret? Why did they have to abduct anybody? Does any of that make any sense, that something that is so more advanced than us doesn't know how to communicate with us? It really, truly does not make any sense at all. Sure, if we don't have the comprehension, then at least if they were more intelligent than us, they would find a way to be able to communicate with us, but they don't. All it is about fear. All it is about keeping a big, huge secret, and the only time they're going to show up is when the world is about to come to an end. And then all of a sudden, the big truth about the whole world, all of our existence, everything that we know to be true is going to find out to be false. Well, yeah, everything we know is false. Like, I could tell you that now. You don't need an ET to tell you that. Every single aspect of your sciences, every single part of what you know to be true is completely false. Every single thing you know about illness is completely false. Everything you know is false. You don't need an ET to be able to tell you that. You know, but that's the one thing that you have to use some common sense with. If they are so much more advanced than us, where have they been? Why is it such a secret? How come us unintelligent life form is able to be intelligent enough to keep it a secret? Like how is it that us stupid people on this planet have so much genius to keep such genius a secret? It's because it's not from out of this world. There are a lot of very, very wealthy people that are extremely bored. And, they have a lot of advanced technology. There's been free energy around. We know how to make spaceships. That is not new. They know how to make free energy. We know how to make things levitate. We know how to make things travel faster than the speed of light. We know how to abduct people. We know how to put everybody into a trance and see things that aren't there. We have holographic. We have so much friggin' technology. Even what you believe illness to be is, we have better healthcare. Why is it they're not using better healthcare? Why is it you need a pill? Why is it there's no cure for anything? There is a cure for everything. We already, well, we, I know it's out there, but The planet doesn't know it's out there because that's a secret. And they're keeping a hell of a lot of secrets from people. And there's an agenda. Some people on this planet, as you haven't seen, they're a little insane. They're, bored. They got a ton of money. They can build a lot of spaceships. They can do a lot of things, and they've been messing with everybody's heads. And we've got all of this focus on something's going to come and save us. It's going to be these ETs that are going to come down and save us, and they're bigger than us. And, oh, but there's ETs that are really, really scary, so it just doesn't make any sense if you put the pieces of the puzzle of everything that's out there, everything that you don't know, everything that the public doesn't know and doesn't want you to know about can be explained. But it's designed to be a secret. It's designed to stir up your emotions. Why? Because at the end of the day, when they're ready to completely destroy the planet and they know that the elites are not going to be the ones that you follow and your politicians are not going to be the one to follow, they need another thing for you to follow. They're okay with you not thinking it's them. You see that game played out in politics all the time. You think that your politician is actually representing you. No, it's a corporate world. It's a corporation. And they don't mind being hidden, as long as they end up getting rich off of it. So it's the same game being played out. They don't care whether you believe it's going to be, you know, a, something that's bigger than them. That's what they want. They want you to believe in something else. But they're all ultimately the ones holding the strings to everything that you don't know about. What is this? Jodie Foster was in a film that really showed an awful lot. That, um, they had these spaceships that were going to go on. I forget what the name of the film that she was at, but they, put all of this. They had contact with the outside world, and they built this contraption, and she was in this chair, and went off to outer space. Traveled through time, you know, and it all exploded or whatever, and you know. Who was there designing another system that was in parallel to that one? Some rich guy that was just bored, that designed, another system that was identical to it, that was private and, kept secret. And that's the game. These people put the truth out in plain sight for you to see it, but subconsciously brainwash you so you don't see it, so you don't put the puzzle together. But there's an awful lot of shit that's being developed that you don't know about. You can't, they own the friggin' satellites. Do you think that Google Earth is going to show you where their little secret place is? This planet is awful big, and they own an awful lot of land, and they can hide whatever technology they're building. They can even build it underground. They can even build it underneath the ocean. They can do so much. You'd be amazed what money can buy and what money can hide. So that's my point is, you want to say that UFOs exist. Well, learn a little bit more science, learn a little bit more of what our capabilities are. A lot of this technology that's already available is very well kept secret. So when you see little samples of it, then it looks like it's out of this world. But when somebody comes to you and say, hey, this is the game that's being played, you call it a UFO, it's because you don't know what it is. It's an unidentified object, So if somebody comes and says, hey, I can identify that object, why do you want to say that I'm wrong? Why is it you are so blocked into finding out what the answer is? It's almost like you're so friggin' programmed to know that nobody on this planet's going to know. It's got to be something that's out there. That's the only way you're going to find the answer is when something out there, bigger than you, that looks different than you, actually tells you what's going on. Trust me, they're going to be the ones that manipulate you. And that's going to be what our new transformation is going to be, is how to manipulate a human race to believe in something completely different. And it ain't going to be the answer, but most people will fall for it because Yes, a lot of people have been talking about it for hundreds of years. A lot of people have had a lot of experiences. Nobody believed that what they were experiencing was true. I'd be the first one to say every experience you've had is true, is real. The only thing is it can be explained, and nobody's saying that. So, yes, unidentified objects are real. Every single experience can be explained. Anybody that wants to come and tell me what their experience was, and they want to have an understanding of what the technology is out there that creates that possibility, post, email me. I'll be glad to explain to you everything that I found out. But I have a feeling nobody wants the answers. You're programmed to be kept in the dark. You love being kept in the dark. You're waiting for, a Jesus to show up, a God to show up, something bigger and different than you. You'll only believe in something bigger and different than you. And we have cloning capabilities. We can make, a being appear exactly what, they want it to appear. And if they want it to appear different, just so that they can use that thing to be your next leader, they can do that. It's not that hard. Peace out.